All right, so we're back here with the Simple Vegans. We're trying a couple or 3 different new things today. We have 2 different mac and cheese. We got GrownAs mac and cheese. So this one here is your classic traditional. I don't know what makes it grown. I guess we're about to find out and see what the difference is. Has 10 grams of plant protein per serving, it says, so that's pretty good. No nuts, no soy.
I think that's why maybe it's like the, it's got protein and stuff.
So a little bit more protein and stuff. And then we got the same one, but this is a truffle version. So this is the truffle version, but it looks like, as far as I can tell, you still got plenty of protein, all the other good stuff in there. And then we have Eat Meati. So this is Eat Meati. They have quite a bit of different products, but the one we are trying today is crispy cutlets. This is pretty interesting because it's mushroom protein. So it's all mushrooms. I don't think there's, no gluten, no soy, no wheat. 17 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber, 1 gram of saturated fat, good source of iron, animal free, of course, Mr. Vegan. I cooked these guys in an air fryer. I didn't add anything extra, and I cooked these in the pan. I didn't add anything extra what it said. These ones, I will tell you too, by the way, when I made these, it looked very, very watery. Once you add half a cup of milk and a little bit of vegan butter, it looked very watery, but definitely once it sat there for a minute, it settled down and got a better consistency, so it looked real creamy at the end. So, all right, Jace, you look like you're ready to speak. Go ahead and speak about what you got here. Review all 3 of them, give them a rating, and let's see what you got.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the meat. I think the texture is interesting because it kind of feels like a tuna in a can texture, but the flavor, it tastes like meat, which is pretty good. And I like the little crust that they have on the outside. It just really sets it off. So I'll give that a good 4. And then the mac and cheese, I personally like the classic flavor better than the truffle. It just has more of a better mac and cheese flavor, I guess. They kind of have like a weird powdery flavor, but overall it's not bad. I probably give them a 3 overall, both of them.
Okay, what you got, Brandon?
The Meati, I didn't really like it. The texture was weird to me, and I never really liked real meat or anything, so it's not like. And so, I don't know, it's maybe because I don't like it like that. I don't like meat, so maybe.
Is it too much like real meat for you?
Yeah, I feel like that.
Okay.
Maybe the problem.
So kind of a good and bad situation. Good compliment, but bad for you.
The truffle and the regular, I couldn't really tell much of a difference. To me, it wasn't like big, but I like the classic a little bit better. It just tasted just better. To me, it was more creamy, it seemed like. And so I give the Meati like a 1.5, and the truffle and the classic together, I think like probably a 4.5.
On the same level to you. All right, you want to jump to you, Dolly? You want to jump to Don?
Fine. I like both of the mac and cheeses. I don't think the truffle has a huge truffle flavor, but you can taste the truffle in there. I do think they're both decently creamy. I like them for being a quicker instant mac and cheese. I'd probably give them 3.5, 4-ish. The Meati, definitely really good. Has a very chicken flavor. I do think the texture does have a little bit more. It is softer. So it does, for me, it does remind me a little bit of the texture like maybe like fish, between fish and chicken, I guess you could say. But definitely doesn't taste anything like fish. It's definitely chicken flavored. It's got a nice crunch on the outside. I would say the flavor's not bad for, coming straight out of the box. So, I mean, I really like it. I would give that one probably 4.5.
4.5? Okay. What you got, Isaiah? Your plate's clean, so that's a good sign at least, I hope.
The meat, it tastes really, really good. It has a nice crunch and the flavor of chicken. The texture, it's kind of terrible though. I do not like the texture at all. I give that probably 4.5, 4.5. The truffle, I thought that was good. There was nothing wrong with it, just like the regular. I give those both a 5.
Okay, so 5s and a 4.5 on the meaty because of the texture. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what you got, Dylan?
I really like the meat. I
Yeah?
don't know, you guys sound crazier than me. I like the texture. I thought the texture was really cool. It was the closest thing I've ever had to meat or chicken or whatever. I thought it was cool. I liked it. And it tasted really good too. And I did like the crunch, and then it had that softer inside or whatever. That was good. And then the mac and cheese, the truffle and the classic pretty much taste the same, honestly. They're both decent, and I like the creaminess of it. I would definitely give the meat a 5, and then the mac and cheese like a 4.
Okay. Well, for me, I don't really like truffle flavor, so I gave it a whirl. And it's funny, when I was cooking it and you poured the truffle in, man,
Oh, it did.
it smelled, at least for me, horrible, because all I can smell is truffle. But surprisingly, the truffle flavor, when you eat it, it's a little lighter, so I was able to eat a lot more than I thought. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I said, you know what, I got to give it a shot. So for that one, for me, because I'm not a big truffle man, I'm going to give it like a 2.5. I'm rating a little higher than maybe I thought, because I don't like truffle, but it was light enough for me to eat it. Now, the regular one, I'd rate that like a 4. I think it was really good. I think it was creamier than a lot of the powder box mac and cheese. You know, like some of our favorite ones we have are the ones that have the actually cheese pouch by different brands.
Is this one a powder?
This one is a powder.
That's
Yeah, so it was real creamy for a powder. I was
Yeah,
surprised
is
about that.
surprising.
So I'd rate that one a 4. And I think, like I said, I mean, really you're just getting all the extra protein, and that's the big difference. So if you're into getting all your protein, especially if you're maybe exercising a lot, that's going to be huge for you. Now, the Eat Meaty, man, I thought that was good. You know what it reminded me of? Back in the day when we would maybe get like some kind of store-bought chicken, you know? Like you'd come home with like little chicken tender things and some kind of store-bought Publix chicken or something. Reminded me of that. I mean, I thought it was really good. I think I could have cooked it a little longer, made it a little crispier, but I also want to make sure it wasn't dried out. So I think a little extra crispy would have been good for me. But man, I'd say I'd give that one a 5, as in reminding me of what we used to eat and the fact that it's all mushrooms. I personally like that, being it's not just soy, it's, you know, a little different mixture in there. So I give that a 5. I really like that. So, well, that's it, man. I mean, there you have it. Get to your stores. We got this at Sprouts. I know there's some other places carrying it. If you go to their website, they will let you know where they're carrying this. So we got this at Sprouts. I want to say we got these at Sprouts too, didn't we?
Yes.
We got both of those at Sprouts. So I'm sure a lot of times you go to these folks' websites, you'll see what other grocery stores have it. So check it on out. I enjoyed them. I think you guys would too. These were really good, and we look forward to trying some more stuff for you.